Guys, I realized that I haven't filmed anything on this channel in ages, probably since last semester, so like December during Christmas break maybe. And last semester I made a video about the different classes I was taking at school, and I figured that it would be a good time, even though this semester is like now half over, it would be good to do kind of like an updated video and talk a little bit about what classes I'm taking this semester. The main difference from last semester to this semester is I'm taking one last class, so I'm taking 4 classes this semester, which is 12 credits versus 5 classes and 15 credits last semester. And really the only thing that is mainly different is that I'm not taking a politics class this semester, and that's what gave me the 5th class last semester. The first class I'm taking is a first-year class, and it is called History of the Ancient World, with a focus on sin, sex, crime, and punishment. It's pretty interesting. So far we've mainly focused on ancient Greece and ancient Rome, which are super fascinating to me. I'm actually hoping to take maybe next year a more in-depth like 3rd or 4th year level class on ancient Greece and or ancient Rome, because we're getting a pretty cool overview, but I definitely think it's a topic that I would like to learn a lot more about, and I've never really studied ancient and sort of pre-modern history before, so this isn't a class I would have taken voluntarily, but like every class, there's always something useful to learn, and I actually am quite enjoying the subject material. Next, I have a 3rd year class, which is called History of Europe 1900 to 1950, which is an incredibly interesting time period because it obviously encompasses both World War I and World War II. Both of which I studied in high school, but we are getting just the most insane overview of Europe in that sort of first half of the 20th century time period. Our professor is really good. He actually hasn't taught this course before. He told us that in the first lecture, but he also told us he's so excited to do it because he just thinks it's really interesting. And my tutorial in this class is really good. There's only 6 people in it because it's Friday morning at 9 a.m., which is not exactly a popular time slot for tutorials, but it's a really good group. No one is super like no one over dominates the discussion, so it's a really cool group where everyone kind of contributes, and our TA is also really, really nice, and he asks some really interesting questions about the readings that we do, which always makes the class better if the tutorial is like an enjoyable thing to go to. So my next 2 classes are both 4th year classes. They're actually both taught by the same prof. It's the prof that I had last semester for contemporary Middle Eastern history. I really love his teaching style. I like the classes that he does, so I was super keen to take the 2 classes he's teaching this semester. The first one is Problems in International Relations in the Post-Colonial World, which is very, very cool. It's an interesting format for a class because we have lectures every single Tuesday for an hour and a half, and then you only go every other Thursday, so the class is divided into 2 groups of 25, and there's no discussion, like tutorial section assigned to the class, but he, I guess, is a big believer in the benefit of group discussions, so you and your group that you're in meet for a discussion with him in the class period every other Thursday, which is kind of nice because it also means that on the Thursdays in between, I have no classes whatsoever because that's my only class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then the last class is probably my absolute favorite class. It is, like I said, 4th year with the same prof, and it's called U.S. Foreign Policy, Post-1945, and I love U.S. foreign policy. I love American history in the post-war period, so it's really entertaining. We get to read a lot of really, really cool primary sources, and the best part is quite a few of them are sources that have recently been declassified, or maybe not recently, but have at some point been declassified, so now they're available for public consumption. And it's really interesting to sit in a class and read documents that were at one point like a top secret classified government document that only maybe 10 or 15 people could read, and to now realize that time has passed and it's now safe for us to read those documents, and we get to sit around in our discussion groups and talk about these documents and the language they use and what they're trying to convey. For example, we recently were reading NSC 68, which is a National Security Council document, and it's crazy. I mean, it's a document about the Cold War, and it's something that we actually got to read in our class, you know? So, I don't know, I really like documents that have been declassified. I think they're really, really interesting. So it's like a total history nerd tangent that is sort of unrelated to this, but yeah, I really like this class. So it was a super short video, but I just wanted to kind of give a rundown on the different classes I'm taking this semester. Obviously they're all history because that's what I'm studying. And yeah, I'll probably maybe do a video at the end of the semester, sort of as I head into finals like I did last semester, kind of recapping and, you know, maybe venting a little bit of my exam stress to a camera. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.